So hi guys, welcome back to the Women's Big Bash League 2025. It's a knockout match, the playoffs. Whoever wins will stay, whoever loses will be eliminated from the tournament. The Perth Scorchers women are taking on the Melbourne Stars women. The group stage matches of the WBBL 2025 are over. So it's knockout time now, 3 more matches left in this tournament. Obviously, Sydney Sixers are there in the qualifier 2, so whoever wins this match will go through to the qualifier 2 to play against Sydney Sixers. Hobart Hurricanes women have already qualified for the final because they finished the group stage as table toppers. So that is the scenario of the WBBL playoffs. So 3 balls have been bowled, 3 runs have been scored. Sasha Moloney has started well. And this time punched away again by Mooney, straight to point. Another dot ball here. Beth Mooney and Catty Mack opening the batting for the Perth Scorchers women. And that's a quicker ball again. Flicked away by Beth Mooney towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Full toss, swept away by Mack towards deep square leg. And picks up another single to finish the over. So 5 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 5 without loss after 1 over. And Beth Mooney has been in fantastic form for the Perth Scorchers this season. Can she continue that form in the knockout match as well? Melbourne Stars and Hobart Hurricanes have been the 2 teams that have been searching for their first ever WBBL trophy. And Sydney Sixers and Perth Scorchers are there in the playoffs to stop them. Here's Kim Garth is the new bowler into the attack. She is bowling the second over of this innings. It's on a good length inside edge from Catty Mack towards deep square leg. And Catty Mack picks up another single. So those were the final points table standings. Melbourne Stars actually started the tournament really well, but towards the end of the tournament, I think they suffered quite a few losses, which pushed them down to number 4. Just about managed to qualify in the end. And that's what happens in a long tournament like this. You need to maintain the momentum. You lose momentum towards the middle of the tournament, then anything can happen. Ooh, that beats the outside edge of Mooney there. Another beauty from Kim Garth. Melbourne Stars, they suffered a crushing defeat against the Hobart Hurricanes, and ever since then the momentum actually dipped for them. They suffered, I think, 2 or 3 more losses after that, and that's why they slipped to number 4. Otherwise Melbourne Stars could have been in the qualifier 2 already. When one of Sydney Sixers or Perth Scorchers, they would have got eliminated. They would have played this game. This match was supposed to be Sydney Sixers versus Perth Scorchers. So one of them will get eliminated, and they'll face Stars and Hurricanes. That's how it should have been. But then I think the Stars slumped a little bit towards the end of the group stage. So that is why they are playing this game. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's now on the leg side is given as a wide, and that runs away for 4 as well. So 4 wides here. Bonus runs for the Perth Scorchers. Ill-directed delivery from Kim Garth. 5 extra runs to the total. Oh, leading edge in the air, clears the fielders. And it'll go towards deep point. Mooney picks up another single. Was looking to flick it away there. Came off the edge of the bat. Luckily cleared the fielders. If Scorchers wins this, then it'll be Scorchers versus Sydney Sixers in the qualifier too. That'll be a mouth-watering contest as well. And this time Catty Mac comes down the wicket, drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Kim Garth. The last ball of the over. It's on the pads and Catty Mac flicks it away leg side towards deep square leg. They're going to push for 2 for sure. And another couple of runs to finish that over. So 9 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 14 without loss after 2 overs. So these are the points table. As you can see, they're Melbourne Stars. The last 3 matches they lost towards the end of the group stage, and that is what actually dented them and pushed them to number 4. The Sixers and the Scorchers, they picked up winning momentum towards the end. Annabelle Sutherland now is bowling the 3rd over of this innings. He's a new bowler into the attack. And Mooney looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pads. They're going for the run. Chance of a direct hit was there, but Sutherland couldn't hit the stumps. So single completed of the first ball of the over. It's a full toss. It's hit down to mid-on. And Catty Mac picks up another single. Now Mooney gives herself room and drives it through the offside for 4. This is exactly what she's so good at. Makes room, and it was a full delivery from Sutherland. Pierced the gap beautifully and picks up the first boundary of the innings off the bat for the Perth Scorchers. Oh, that's on a good length inside edge towards fine leg, and Mooney picks up another single. So Catty Mac is back on strike. Plays it away again, picks up another single. 8 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW. Is that pitching outside leg? Oh, there was a chance of a run out as well. Partial chance of a run out. That's what I will say. Maybe straying down the leg side. I don't know. I mean, it might have been pitching outside leg. That's why they didn't go for the review. So 7 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 22 without loss after 3 overs. In fact, 8 runs came from that over. The leg bye is not credited to the bowler's score. Yeah, so the Perth Scorchers women are 22 without loss after 3 overs. Kim Garth now is continuing into her second over. And that's flicked away towards mid-wicket. And Catty Mack picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over. Oh, Mooney goes for the drive. A big booming drive, doesn't make connection. Another dot ball. That's short and wide. It's punched away by Mooney. Ball is racing across the outfield. Deep point comes around. Does well. Mooney picks up another couple of runs here. There was some width offered there by Kim Garth. This time it's pulled away by Mooney, but 1 bounce to deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Goes for the scoop shot, gets it over the keeper, and short fine leg runs around, does well. In fact, short third man runs around, stops it, and Catty Mack picks up another single. So this is a good over here, just 5 runs coming from this over. Kim Garth is a really good bowler. The last ball of the over. And that's shot again. It's pulled away by Mooney towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. Really good over from Kim Garth. 6 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 28 without loss after 4 overs. So Sasha Molany, Sophie Day is the new bowler into the attack for the Melbourne Stars. Has tossed up and Mooney drives it down the ground towards long on and picks up another single to start the over. Any viewers would love to see Melbourne Stars versus Hobart Hurricanes final, right? Scripts are written sometimes. We saw an RCB versus Punjab Kings final in the IPL this year. 2 trophyless teams, they played in the final. There was a new champion was confirmed. And RCB won the trophy. We saw India women and South Africa women play in the Women's ODI World Cup final this year. Again, the new champion was confirmed after the end of the semi-finals. There were 2 trophyless teams played in the final and India women won it for the first time. So we have seen those kind of finals before. Icing on the cake, Melbourne Stars women versus Hobart Hurricanes women final. That will be something else actually. Obviously, Hobart Hurricanes are already the men's BBL champions this year. They will be defending that trophy in another few days' time. That's pulled away by Mooney. Finds the gap, finds the boundary. Beautifully pulled away, too short from Sophie Day. And Mooney is quick enough to pull it away. Picks up the second boundary in this innings. This time it's tossed up and Mooney drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Tossed up, Catty Mack comes down the wicket, drives it straight to mid-off. Another dot ball. This is good bowling from the Melbourne Stars bowlers. They recognize that they have to bowl. Their batting has been struggling a little bit in the last 3 matches. That's pulled away by Mack. Oh, it's gone through the hands of the fielder at deep mid-wicket and into the boundary for 4. It could have been taken. It was hit flat and hard. But it's gone through the hands. Maybe the fielder could have stayed a little bit backwards. Then maybe she could have had the time to catch it. But it's gone through and another boundary to finish that over. So 11 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 39 without loss after 5 overs. So Rhys McKenna is the new bowler into the attack now. Short and wide, cut away again towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Jai Richardson is here. He will be playing for the Perth Scorchers in the Men's Big Bash League, which will start in another 5 days' time. Second ball of the over coming up. That's driven in the air, down the ground, past mid-on. That's 4 more. Beautifully hit by Catty Mac, straight down the ground for 4. And this opening partnership is doing really good for the Scorchers at the moment. This time it's full again and driven through the offside by Catty Mac towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. And this time Mooney gives herself room, pulls it away again. One bounce to deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Well, comes down the wicket, it's it in the air, lands just short of mid-off. Just short of the fielder at mid-off. Another single here. Last ball of the over coming up. That shot again is pulled away towards deep fine leg. Another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over and Perth Scorchers are 48 without loss after 6 overs. So the men's BBL will start in another 5 days' time, and straight away it's an El Clasico actually. Perth Scorchers versus Sydney Sixers, the 2 best teams of the BBL. It's like Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians in the IPL. The Sasha Molyneux now is back into the attack, into her second over. I think Molyneux is coming around the wicket to Mooney. That's a full toss, driven down the ground by Mooney towards long off. They're pushing for 2 here. Well, sloppy work in the field. Got to be stopping those. Couple of runs for Mooney. 50 comes up for the Perth Scorchers. 50 comes up in just 6.1 overs. Just bear with us, the scorecard will be available soon. Till then you can listen to my updates. And now comes down the wicket, hits it straight down the ground. Fielder coming around does well at long off. And Mooney picks up another single. So third ball of the over coming up. A little bit of delay in play here. That's short and wide, cut away by Catty Mack towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. The fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to pull it away there. Appeal for RBW. And the umpire says not out. Are they going to go upstairs for a review here? They're having a discussion. And yes, Sutherland takes the review. So I need to have a look at this one upstairs. Was playing across the line there to a straight delivery. That was the big wicket of Mooney if this is out. The opening partnership has done well till now for the Scorchers. I think the height might be a concern there. No bat involved in that. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. I need to see the ball tracking. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. There's no bat involved in this. I don't know what they are checking repeatedly here. Pitching in line, impact in line, and wickets missing. So Mooney survives and the decision will remain not out. So not out it is. It's a relief for the Scorchers. Their informed batter Beth Mooney still there. Two more deliveries left in this over. Has tossed up and Mooney drives it down the ground and picks up another single. So last ball of the over. Comes down the wicket, hits it in the air again, one bounce to mid-off. How lucky. Yes, the scorecard has been updated. There was a slight glitch actually. 5 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 53 without loss after 7 overs. Annabel Sutherland now is back into the attack. Mooney is on strike. Gives herself room, drives it through the offside for 4 as well. Fantastic shot from Beth Mooney. Cannot afford to overpitch to someone like Beth Mooney. She's so strong through the offside. And again a boundary to start the over. That's full again, driven again. Oh, misfield that covers. And Mooney picks up another single. And this time, Catty Mack comes down the wicket but drives it straight to mid-on. Another dot ball from Sutherland. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. And this time it's flicked down the ground by Catty Mack towards long on and picks up another single. That's short this time, pulled away again by Mooney towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. So 7 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over coming up. And hits it up in the air. And again the ball lands safely. Long on comes around. Does the fielding. Another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 61 without loss after 8 overs. So Sophie Day is continuing into the attack and Catty Mack picks up another single to start the over. Mooney is back on strike. And short this time, pulled down the ground by Mooney towards long on and picks up another single. And overthrows, no, backup is there. Goes for the reverse sweep, gets it high in the air, clears the field. It won't go for 4. But Catty Mack will pick up another couple of runs. The opening partnership now is 65 from 51 balls, having their wickets in hand, and that will become a very big bonus as they progress in this innings. Tossed up again, and Catty Mac comes down the wicket and hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. It's tossed up again. Mooney drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. The last ball of the over from Sophie Day. Tossed up again, comes down the wicket, drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish that over. So 6 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 67 without loss after 9 overs. So Sasha Moloney is continuing into her 3rd over. Melbourne Stars searching for a breakthrough here. They're not getting it. Mooney is on strike. Comes down the wicket and drives it away towards deep extra covers. And Beth Mooney picks up another single to start the over. The second ball of the over coming up. Goes for the reverse sweep, gets it over the fielders. That'll run away for 4. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. So Catty Mac bringing out some innovation. He's been trying that reverse sweep for quite a long time, and she connects it really well this time around. Third ball of the over, goes for the reverse again, gets it past the keeper. What is Amy Jones doing behind the stumps? And Catty Mac picks up another single. Well, the opening partnership, they have played out 10 overs almost now. Where are the wickets coming from? In fact, it's given us 1 base here. Tossed up, Mooney drives it in the air, clears the fielders again. And that'll run away for 4, will it? Fielder running after it. Stops it, I think. That's good fielding. They'll have a check they'll have a boundary check for sure. But I think that was really good fielding actually. Kim Garth was the fielder running after it. Well, has it hit the other hand there? Well, you need to see whether it's in the other hand. She pulled the ball back in, but the other hand was placed at one. Oh, that is very, very close actually. Whether it hit the other hand or not, that will be the big question, I think. No, I think this is 4 actually. This could be 4, it is. In fact, she has been touching the rope there. This time a quicker ball and pulled down the ground by Beth Mooney towards long on and picks up another single. Last ball of the over. Catty Max moves across the stump, sweeps it towards short fine leg and picks up another single to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over, and at the halfway mark of this innings, Perth Scorchers women are 79 without loss after 10 overs, and it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break, and 3 runs from the first 2 balls of this over. Now Mooney is back on strike. Macy Gibson is the new bowler into the attacks, coming over the wicket now to Mooney. Comes down the wicket and flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Goes for the reverse sweep, and it's gone past everyone there, and is running away actually to the boundary for 4. Is it 4 leg byes? I think it might be. But a boundary nevertheless for the Scorchers. In fact, 4 byes it is. And this time moves across her stumps, goes for the sweep, gets it over, short fine leg. And it will be another couple of runs for Catty Mac. Well, unfortunately, the Melbourne Stars, they are not able to win a trophy. They don't quite know when their time will come. They haven't won the Men's Big Bash League yet. They haven't won the Women's Big Bash League as well. And now again staring down the barrel in this game. That's cut away by Catty Mac towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. The 11 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 90 without loss after 11 overs. The Melbourne Stars have to do something here. They're under pressure. Remember, this is a knockout match, and opening partnerships like this are not going to help. It's going to help the Scorchers for sure, but it's not helping the Melbourne Stars in any way. Sasha Molyneux now into her last over, and that's swept away by Catty Mac. Finds the gap. Good fielding at deep square leg, and another couple of runs to start the over. They say it's very important to peak at the right time during these tournaments, and I think the Melbourne Stars, that match which they lost against the Hobart Hurricanes, I think that is where their dip began. But they already got their 5 wins, so somehow they sneaked in through that 4th spot. But that is what you call winning momentum. Oh, goes for reverse wave. It gone through the hands of the fielder, and that'll run away for 4. So Catty Mac continues to find the boundaries here for Perth Scorchers. Moves to 45 from just 35 balls. Opening partnership of 96 now between these two batters. And this time again, Catty Mac gives herself room and smashes it through the offside for 4 as well. Back-to-back boundaries, and the 100 comes up for the Perth Scorchers. 100 comes up in just 11.3 overs. It's not looking good for the Melbourne Stars at the moment. This time gives herself room, slog sweeps it, good fielding at long on, and another couple of runs I think, no, just a single for Catty Mac, so Mooney is back on strike. Half century here for Catty Mac. What a knock this has been. 50 from just 37 balls with 5 boundaries at a strike rate of 135.14. Now Molyneux coming around the wicket to Mooney. Tossed up, Mooney drives it straight to covers, another dot ball. Full toss, That's pulled away towards deep mid-wicket. It goes past mid-wicket for 4. So an expensive over here from Molyneux. 15 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 105 without loss after 12 overs. Well, it's not looking good for the Melbourne Stars at the moment. Still 8 overs left. And the Scorchers are having all 10 wickets in hand. The Melbourne Stars, the wheels are coming off at the wrong time for them. This is exactly what happened to the Gujarat Titans actually. If anyone remembers this year's IPL season, Gujarat Titans, they started off like this. They were soaring high. But just nearing the playoffs, they lost momentum. 1 loss, 2 losses, 3 losses, 4 losses. And then they lost the eliminator to Mumbai Indians and they crashed out of the tournament. That's why they say, very important to peak at the right time. You want to peak in the playoffs. That is very, very important. And Melbourne Stars, watching this Melbourne Stars women's team, you get reminded of the Gujarat Titans team in this IPL season. 2025 IPL season, where they were looking so good. In fact, they should have played in the qualifier 1, but they kept on losing towards the end. Same thing happened with Rajasthan Royals also last year. Nearing the playoffs, they lost momentum and they got eliminated in the playoffs. Are we going to see the same thing happen here to the Melbourne Stars? It comes down the wicket, hits it in the air, and the catch is taken. Finally something for the Melbourne Stars to celebrate about. Got it high on the bat there, Catty Mack. A really good catch at mid-wicket. And Rhys McKenna provides the breakthrough. They've been wanting this breakthrough for a long time now. Finally, they've got the breakthrough. And the opening partnership is finally broken. What an opening partnership this is. 107 from 74 balls between Catty Mack and Beth Mooney has come to an end. Catty Mack is gone after scoring 52 runs from 39 balls. And the Perth Scorchers women are 107 for 1 after 12.2 overs. Sophie Devine is the new batter to the crease for the Perth Scorchers women. Another aggressive player, a woman in form for the Perth Scorchers. It's on the stumps. Sophie Devine drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Rhys McKenna. That's full and on the pads, flicked away by Sophie Devine towards deep mid-wicket and gets off the mark with a single. So Mooney is back on strike. Gives herself room, flicks it away leg side towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. So this is a good over here for the Melbourne Stars. Just 3 runs coming from this over. There have been plenty of expensive overs before this that have costed the Melbourne Stars. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's driven again by Sophie Devine straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. A good over from Rhys McKenna. 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Katie Mack. And the Perth Scorchers women are 109 for 1 after 13 overs. So Kim Garth is back into the attack now, into her 3rd over. Mooney is on strike. The power surge has been taken for the Perth Scorchers. So here comes Kim Garth around the wicket to Beth Mooney. Has driven straight to covers. Dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's up in the air. Could be another one. It is. That's a huge one. That is a huge wicket. Beth Mooney has to go. A top edge straight into the hands of short third man, and Kim Garth picks up the wicket here. Both openers of the Perth Scorchers have been dismissed. And is there another twist in this tale here? I don't know what kind of a shot that was. Was looking to maybe flick it away leg side, or I don't know what she was trying to do. A top edge straight up in the air, and the third man fielder making no mistake. And suddenly now 2 wickets falling in quick succession. Beth Mooney is gone after scoring 45 from 38 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 109 for 2 after 13.2 overs. So in comes Freya Kemp, who is another dangerous batter, in all honesty. Another big hitter of the ball. And this time it's a fuller delivery driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Can the Stars make a comeback from here? Maddie Darkey, Paw Peg, Schofield, Chloe Ainsworth. These are the batters to come. Well, that's full, it's driven in the air and over the top of the infield, and that's running away for 4. This is the thing with Freya Kemp. Very, very aggressive batter. Gets off the mark with a boundary. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That shot this time pulled away, and this might have gone all the way. It has all the way for 6. So 4 and a 6 from Freya Kemp. Once again picking up the length beautifully here. What a clean striker of the ball Freya Kemp is. First 6 of the innings. It comes on the bat of none other than Freya Kemp. Last ball of the over. Oh, that's flicked away. Good fielding at short fine leg. And Freya Kemp picks up another single to finish the over. So 11 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Beth Mooney. And Perth Scorchers women are 120 for 2 after 14 overs. So Annabelle Sutherland is now back into the attack now. The 6 overs left in this innings. Freya Kemp is on 11 from 4 balls. Looking very, very dangerous. Sophie Devine is also equally dangerous at the other end. Here's Sutherland. Comes down the wicket, swings and misses. That's a dot ball from Sutherland to start. Second ball of the over coming up. And goes big down the ground. And one bounce into the boundary for 4. Once again, staying on the back foot and getting underneath the ball and lifting it over mid-on. Picks up the second boundary for Freya Kemp in this innings. That's a short ball and Kemp lets it go. Maybe asking for a wide. She's not going to get it. Another dot ball here. The Melbourne Stars batting, I think they are too dependent on Meg Lanning every time. Their batting is a little concerning in the last few matches or so. Gives herself room, hits it straight up in the air. This could be a catching opportunity, but the ball lands safely. Or has it been put down? Has it been put down here? They didn't show that angle properly. I thought it landed safely, but it looks as though Prestwich just put it down. No timing there from Freya Kemp. You need to take your catches. Yes, absolutely. She's put it down. That's an easy catch gone down. How costly is that going to be? That's pulled away this time by Freya Kemp. One bounce to deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. In fact, previous ball they picked up a couple of runs. This ball single. Sophie Devine is back on strike. Or do they think that it's okay even if we have Freya Kemp at the crease? You don't want Schofield, isn't it? She's a much better hitter of the ball as well. Another big hitter. She'll keep on sweeping you everywhere. Maddie Darkey, another dangerous player to come. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, Devine gives herself room. Looks to flick it away. Chance of run out was there, but single completed. Another single to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over. The Perth Scorchers women are 128 for 2 after 15 overs. So Rhys McKenna is back into the attack now, and the Melbourne Stars need to keep taking wickets here. Sophie Devine is on strike. And Devine gives herself room, hits it up in the air, no timing. Fielder takes the catch. Meg Lanning, the fielder. She slipped but held on to it. And the third wicket goes down here for the Scorchers. Rhys McKenna strikes again. They need to keep taking wickets. They've got the big one. Another big wicket here. Sophie Devine looking to maybe access, looking to go over the top of the offside, but only managing to sky it in the air. And a really good catch from Meg Lanning, actually, particularly because she slipped there initially and then somehow got her hands underneath it. So McKenna strikes. Stars get another one. Sophie Devine is gone without scoring much. She's out after scoring 1 run from 5 balls. And the Perth Scorchers women are 128 for 3 after 15.1 overs. So another dangerous batter now. Peg Schofield is the new batter to the crease. They still have Maddie Darkey also, another dangerous batter. Peg Schofield will play those sweep shots, scoop shots, ramp shots, every shot she will play. Second ball of the over. And that's defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball from McKenna. This time Schofield drives it straight to covers and gets off the mark with a single. So Freya Kemp is back on strike. Oh, that's slashed away just over. Shot third man, and that's running away to the boundary. How lucky has Freya Kemp been? A catch put down and now just clearing the fielder at short third man and picks up another boundary here. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's pulled again in the air, down the ground to long on. Oh, put down again. What is happening here? This time it's the captain herself. Is it? No, it's someone else who has put it down. Another simple catch gone to ground, giving so many lives to Freya Kemp at the moment to the Stars. They're not taking their catches. Another couple of runs completed. Last ball of the over. And this time it's pulled away. She's nailed this one. That's gone all the way for 6. This is what happens when you keep dropping your catches. The next one sails over deep mid wicket for 6. Ends the over with a maximum. 13 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sophie Devine. And the Perth Scorchers women are 141 for 3 after 16 overs. Macy Gibson is back into the attack. Freya Kemp is 30 from just 12 balls. What a knock she's playing in this knockout match here. Boulder. What a start to the over from Macy Gibson. Schofield gave herself room, was looking to cut it away and loses the top of her middle stump. And a wicket to start the over. Fourth wicket goes down now for the Scorchers. There is another big wicket here. Schofield can be dangerous. Has all the shots. She has to make the long walk back, and Melbourne Stars looking to fight back slowly and steadily. If only they could have taken the catch of Freya Kemp, they would have been 5 down by now. Schofield is gone after scoring 1 run from 3 balls, and the Perth Scorchers women are 141 for 4 after 16.1 overs. So Alana King is promoted up the order, promoted ahead of Maddie Darkey, which is a very, very surprising thing actually, because Maddie Darkey is a much more recognized batter compared to Alana King. Second ball of the over coming up. That's short and wide, cut away by Alana King, gets off the mark with a single. Freya Kemp is back on strike. Oh, that's a wide down the leg side from Macy Gibson. Yeah, wide signaled by the umpire. So Gibson has to reload that one again. This time Kemp comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long on. They're pushing for 2 here. No, they are not. Almost wanted the second run, but they didn't commit to the second run. So just a single for Freya Kemp. Alana King is back on strike. And this time, quicker ball driven towards covers. And another single here for Alana King. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time gives herself room, goes inside out, over point. They'll push for 2 here. That's good running from Freya Kemp. Another couple of runs. So last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the slog sweep. It's towards deep mid wicket. 1 bounce, 2 bounces to deep mid wicket. And they'll pick up another couple of runs to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Peg Schofield. And the Perth Scorchers women are 149 for 4 after 17 overs. Three overs left in this innings. They're going to push towards 170 here. Perth Scorchers. Alana King is on strike. And Alana King hits it down the ground towards mid-off and picks up another single to start the over. Freya Kemp is a dangerous batter. They need her wicket as soon as possible. Otherwise, the Scorchers might post a good target on the board. Will be out of reach for the Melbourne Stars. Oh, when moved across her stumps there, Freya Kemp had to adjust her shot. And then couldn't make connection, so another dot ball. I wonder what happened to Marizan Cap actually. Is she not playing this game? She was a superb player actually. She's a superb player for the Melbourne Stars. Don't know why she's not playing. 150 on the board for the Scorchers. That's another dot ball here. Freya Kemp looking for the drive and missing it. Two back-to-back dot balls from Sutherland. 150 on the board. Still 15 balls left in this innings. After a good opening partnership, the Scorchers have lost quite a few wickets here. Mooney and Catty Mack were looking really good. That opening partnership. Slow ball. Swings and misses again. 3 consecutive dot balls from Sutherland. Fantastic bowling. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. Just 1 run has come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Moves across the stumps. Cuts it in the air. Catch taken at point. That's another one. Another huge wicket here. Freya Kemp has been dismissed. 3 consecutive dot balls built the pressure. And finally, Melbourne Stars have taken a catch against Freya Kemp. And that will release some pressure for the Melbourne Stars, I think, because Freya Kemp is a dangerous hitter of the ball. Can hit all those sixes. Even in this innings, if you see, she has hit 35 from just 19 balls. Is looking dangerous and has been dismissed here. So Freya Kemp is gone after scoring 35 from 19 balls. And the Perth Scorchers women are now 150 for 5 after 17.5 overs. So I think finally Maddie Darkey is the new batter to the crease, coming in with only 7 balls left in this innings. Another dangerous batter, in all honesty. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's pulled away by Darkey. They'll find the gap. 4 more to finish the over. So not the best of deliveries to finish that over from Sutherland. 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Freya Kemp. And the Perth Scorchers women are 154 for 5 after 18 overs. So Maddie Darkey getting off the mark with a boundary. That's what I was wondering. Why Maddie Darkey was sent so late in this innings. And now Sophie Day is going to be bowling the penultimate over. Melbourne Stars are trying to pull things back here. They have pulled things back somewhat. Alana King is on strike. Moves across her stumps, pulls it in the air. 1 bounce to deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Maddie Darkey is back on strike. Batting depth today for the Perth Scorchers probably. Second ball of the over coming up. Goes for the sweep, gets it past fine leg, that'll run away for 4. So Maddie Darkey has only faced 2 balls so far, 2 boundaries in her innings. Again going for the sweep shot there and getting it past short fine leg for 4. So they have signalled the power surge as well. Third ball of the over. Goes for the sweep again. It's a top edge. Oh, the fielder ran in, misjudged it, and then runs backwards and the ball runs away for 4. So back-to-back boundaries from Maddie Darkey. How badly did the fielder misjudge that one? Comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Alana King is back on strike. 170, 180 I think is very tough to chase, particularly in a knockout match like this. Looking to go big, appeal for LBW, finger goes up, and Alana King reviews straight away. So you need to go upstairs and look at this. Is it pitching outside leg stump? I think that is the only question here, because of the angle in which Sophie Day is bowling. The only question will be, is it pitching in line? I don't think so. It might be pitching outside leg. No bat involved, but I think it's pitching outside leg. Yes, pitching outside leg, so it will be not out. And Alana King will get 1 leg byes here. Oh, in fact, it's no run, because the umpire had given it as out. The ball became dead there, so they won't get a run of that. Last ball of the over coming up. Swings it leg side as Alana King towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 165 for 5 after 19 overs. So Kim Garth is bowling the last over for the Melbourne Stars. There's a big breeze blowing across the ground. Alana King is on strike. Comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground, and will pick up another single. Gives the strike to Maddie Darkey. I don't think that's a bad result for Perth Scorchers, because Maddie Darkey is the better batter at the crease now. They can get above 170 here. And that will be a really good total in a knockout match. Second ball of the over. And that's cut away over the top. And that'll run away for 4, I think. Fielder, does well. That's good fielding. And 3 runs completed. Alana King is back on strike now. Well, swings and misses. That's a dot ball from Kim Garth. And more importantly, Maddie Darkey is still away from the strike. Three more deliveries left in this innings. And say that Melbourne Stars have pulled things back, only slightly though. Slow ball, cut away. Oh, good effort at point, got a hand on it. They'll pick up a couple of runs here. And they've crossed 170. It's still 2 balls left in this innings. It was the slow ball from Garth. Could have been taken actually. That would have been a spectacular catch if had been taken. Got a hand on it. Saved a certain boundary, we can say that. Fifth ball of the over. Short ball, gives herself room, looks to cut it away, swings and misses. Dot ball again. This is a problem for the Scorchers because Maddie Darkey is still away from the strike. And only 1 ball left now. Alana King has to finish it here. The last ball of the innings coming up. Alana King is on strike. And King goes high in the air. Where has this gone? It's landed safely. They'll push for 2. Direct hit as well. But I think Maddie Darkey has made it back. So on a couple of runs to finish the innings. And the Perth Scorchers women finished their 20 overs on 173 for 5 at the end of their 20 overs. 8 runs came from that last over. And I think Melbourne Stars can be happy that they pulled it back somewhat, I think, because when Mooney and Catty Mack were batting, we thought Scorchers will get above 180, 190. They're checking the run out. Maddie Darkey has made it back comfortably. So it will be not out and it will be the end of the innings. Not out it is. Look at the scorecard. Catty Mack scored 52 from 39 balls. Beth Mooney scored 45 from 38 balls. How good has that opening partnership been for the Perth Scorchers throughout this tournament? But after that, there was a mini collapse in between. From 107 without loss, they slumped to 141, 150 for 5 actually, to be honest. And in the end, I think Melbourne Stars have done pretty well to pull things back here. 173 is not a bad total to chase down. So the Melbourne Stars women, when they come out to bat, will need 174 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs to win this match and play the Sydney Sixers in the qualifier 2. Now we'll be back again in a short while to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. 1. The Melbourne Stars women need 174 runs to win this match. From their full quota of 20 overs, it is chaseable. It's not impossible at all. They made a good comeback with the ball, kept picking up wickets. They could have taken some of their catches. Maybe if they had dismissed Freya Kemp earlier, maybe they could have restricted Scorchers to even 160 odd runs. We can talk about that in hindsight though, but 174 is still chaseable. Meg Lanning is opening the batting. 430 runs this season for Meg Lanning. She's opening the batting now for the Melbourne Stars. And she has to get going here in a very important game. And Meg Lanning is opening the batting along with Rhys McKenna. Now this opening pair did well actually for the first half of the season, but I don't know, it tapered off towards the last 3 matches. Those things happen in these big tournaments. Chloe Ainsworth has the new ball in her hand. She'll be opening the bowling for the Perth Scorchers women. Meg Lanning is on strike. And first ball of the match. That's defended. First ball of the match coming up. And it's defended again by Meg Lanning towards covers. First ball of the run chase, correction. Defended towards covers and another dot ball. Ooh, this time a nip back in. Inside edge from Meg Lanning. Another dot ball here. Oh, again beats the outside edge. Another beauty of a delivery from Ainsworth. 3 dot balls to start this over. That's back of the length, punched away, straight to point. Another dot ball. 4 dot balls from Chloe Ainsworth. Very good bowling. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's on the pads and Lanning defends it. Lanning flicks it away. I think it's gone off the pads. Or is it off the bat? It's given as 1 leg byes. So Melbourne Stars woman off the mark. Lanning still not off the mark. So last ball of the over coming up. And that's a wide down the leg side. So Chloe Ainsworth has to reload that one again. The last ball of the over. And that's guided away past the fielder at third man, and that'll be the first boundary. Beautifully placed there by Rhys McKenna, and gets off the mark with a boundary and ends the over with a boundary. 6 runs came from that over, and the Melbourne Stars women are 6 without loss after 1 over. Sophie Devine is the new bowler into the attack now for the Perth Scorchers women, who and again beats the outside edge. An outswinger there from Devine. Beats the outside edge of McLanning. Another dot ball to start the over. Goes for the scoop shot. Again, not able to make connection. Another dot ball. Well, clears the front leg, hits it down the ground to mid-on, and Meg Lanning finally gets off the mark with a single. The Rhys McKenna is back on strike. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Full toss, and McKenna drives it down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball. Looking to guide it away. Was it very, very close to an outside edge there? This is another fantastic over from Sophie Devine. Just 1 run from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. That's driven beautifully through the covers by McKenna towards deep extra covers, and will pick up another couple of runs to finish the over. So 3 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 9 without loss after 2 overs. So Chloe Ainsworth now is continuing into her second over. That's driven past point, finds the gap. They'll surely push for 2 here. Yes, couple of runs for McLanning. Oh, that's a short ball. Lanning goes for the pull shot. Gets it on the shoulder, I think. Another dot ball here. In fact, it's gone. It's hit her on the bottom of the bat. Edge of the bat. Dot ball nevertheless. Third ball of the over coming up. Ooh, swinging back in there. Maybe a little bit of bat pad on it. And Lanning picks up another single. Oh, that's a wide down the leg side. So Chloe Ainsworth has to reload that one again. This time short, pulled away towards deep mid wicket. Oh, they're coming back for a second chance of run out. What was happening there? Complete miscommunication. And Rhys McKenna wasn't even in the frame. The first wicket goes down for the Melbourne Stars. A crazy mix up there. If they wanted the second, both of them should have gone for it. But miscommunication, whether to go or not. And a simple run out at the non-striker's end. Lanning said no, but McKenna committed to the second. And the Scorchers get their first breakthrough. Rhys McKenna is gone after scoring 7 runs from 5 balls. Melbourne Stars women are 14 for 1 after 2.4 overs. Sammy Jones is the new batter to the crease for the Melbourne Stars women. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's a full delivery inside edge onto the pads. Looking for the single, can't get it. Another dot ball from Ainsworth. The last ball of the over coming up. Gives herself room, cuts it away, straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. Just 3 runs came from that over, including the run out. In fact, 5 runs came from that over, including the run out of Rhys McKenna, and Melbourne Stars in early trouble here, 14 for 1 after 3 overs. So Sophie Devine is continuing into her second over. Amy Jones is on strike. That's a wide down the leg side from Sophie Devine. Wide given by the umpire. So has to reload that one again. Oh, that's flat batted down the ground past the bowler, and that'll run away for 4. So finally, Amy Jones gets off the mark with a boundary. Was a short ball from Sophie Devine, flat batted down the ground by Amy Jones. This time it's back of the length and Amy Jones punches it towards mid-on. Another dot ball from Sophie Devine. Outside the off stump this time. Amy Jones not knowing whether to put bat on it or leave it, let it go. In the end, lets it go. Another dot ball. Fourth ball of the over coming up. And that's driven again straight to covers. Make that another dot ball. Pressure building now with all these dot balls. Glenn Maxwell, Clint Mackay, they're all watching. All Melbourne Stars players in the Men's Big Bash League. Outside the off stump, goes for the cut shot again. Misses it again. 4 dot balls in a row from Sophie Devine. This is the problem with Amy Jones actually. Way too many dot balls she plays. Very capable batter, no doubt about that, but you can't waste too many deliveries in a run chase like this. That's a wide down the leg side. Sophie Devine has to reload that one again. And Devine has a laugh about it. The last ball of the over. That's full this time. Driven through the covers for 4. Beautifully found the gap. Amy Jones ends the over with a boundary. So 10 runs came from that over. And the Melbourne Stars women are 24 for 1 after 4 overs. So Chloe Ainsworth now continuing into her third over. That's back of the length, defended by Lanning towards covers and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. And Amy Jones punches it towards point. Doesn't take the single. Another dot ball. Oh, that's smashed down the ground. Good fielding at mid-on. And Amy Jones picks up another single. Now Meg Lanning has to get going. She's struggling here with only 4 runs from 14 balls. Amy Jones has hit 2 boundaries, batting much better than Meg Lanning, but I think the presence of Meg Lanning at the crease might give some confidence to Melbourne Stars. It's short this time, pulled away by Lanning towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. But finally a shot on the middle of the bat for Meg Lanning there. Now 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's full again, driven straight to covers. Another dot ball from Chloe Ainsworth. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's pulled away massively. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Picked the length up really well there, Amy Jones. And ends the over with a boundary. 7 runs came from that over. And the Melbourne Stars women are 31 for 1 after 5 overs. So Meg Lanning is still struggling here with 5 runs from 15 balls, but Amy Jones at the other end finding the boundaries. Ruby Strange is the new bowler into the attack now for the Scorchers. That's punched away towards deep extra covers. Lanning picks up another single. Well, that's pulled down the ground. Again, straight down the ground. 1 bounce for Amy Jones is looking dangerous here. Ground ball shot to her. She's picking up the length so well. Picks up her 4th boundary in this innings. She has such quick hands through the shot. This time it's a full delivery. Amy Jones drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball. Amy Jones, she just places the ball really well actually. A good cover driver, pull shot. She plays those shots well. That's hit down the ground again by Jones towards long on and picks up another single. So Meg Lanning is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's driven away again by Lanning towards deep extra covers. Still can't find the boundary. Picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's wide outside the off stump. Given as a wide by the umpire. So Ruby Strains has to reload that one again. Last ball of the over. That's full driven. Oh, good fielding. Got a hand on it there, Ruby Strange. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over, and Melbourne Stars women are 39 for 1 after 6 overs. So bowling change here. Alana King is the new bowler into the attack for the Scorchers. Meg Lanning will be on strike. And that's a wide down the leg side to start. So not a good start from Meg Lanning. So no, not a good start from Alana King. Has to reload that one again. This time a quicker ball flicked away by Meg Lanning towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Tossed up, and Amy Jones comes down the wicket, hits it straight down the ground. Long on comes around, does well. And Amy Jones picks up another single here. Goes for a scoop. Gets it towards deep fine leg. They'll push for 2. And that's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Meg Lanning. That's short this time. Pulled away by Lanning towards deep square leg. Still can't find the boundary. Another single. Required run rate 9.68. In women's cricket, high required run rates will become tough to chase. This time again flicked down the ground, and Amy Jones picks up another single. So good over here from Alana King. 7 runs coming from the over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Goes for the sweep. Was that a missed jumping from Mooney there? Some guilty faces for Perth Scorchers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. And the Melbourne Stars women are 46 for 1 after 7 overs. In fact, if it had gone onto the stumps, it might have been stumped actually. Amy Edgar is the new bowler into the attack now for the Perth Scorchers women. As tossed up, Amy Jones comes down the wicket, hits it towards mid-off. Again a dot ball to start the over. That's not helping Melbourne Stars. Required run rate nearing 10 now. Goes down the wicket, hits it over the top. And that's gone all the way for 6. What a shot that is. That is what they need very often. And Amy Jones clears the boundary. 50 comes up for the Melbourne Stars. 50 comes up in 7.2 overs. First 6 of the innings from Amy Jones. This time, Amy Jones slog sweeps leg side in the air. One bounce to deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Meg Lanning is back on strike. Oh, that's short and wide, cut away past the fielder, and that might run away for 4. Yes, it does. Finally, a boundary for Meg Lanning. Now the 22nd ball which she faces. She picks up her first boundary in this innings. Well, goes for a slog sweep. That's miles back. Clean strike there from Meg Lanning. All the way for 6. And maybe this is the over that the Melbourne Stars were looking for. Might release some pressure. 17 runs from this over so far. Still 1 ball left. What a slog sweep that was. This time it's short again, pulled away again by Lanning towards deep mid wicket. They'll pick up another single to finish the over. 50 partnership comes up between these two batters. Partnership of 50 from 32 balls between Meg Lanning and Amy Jones. And 18 runs came from that over, and the Melbourne Stars women are 64 for 1 after 8 overs. So an expensive over there from Amy Edgar. Now Alana King is continuing into her second over. Meg Lanning is on strike. And comes down the wicket, finds the gap. That might run away for 4. It does. Beats the deep extra covers fielder. And Meg Lanning picks up her second boundary. It took her some time to get going. And now she's also joining the party here. This time again tossed up. Mike Lanning defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Ooh, quicker ball on the stumps. Defended back to the bowler. Good bowling from Alana King. Another dot ball. This time comes down the wicket, hits it over mid-off, and that'll run away. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Second boundary in this over from Meg Lanning. This time around came down the wicket and hit it over the top. Short this time, pulled again towards deep mid-wicket, and Lanning picks up another single. The required run rate now 9.04. If this was men's Big Bash League, I would say Melbourne Stars can still win this. Last ball of the over, and Amy Jones drives it down the ground, picks up another single to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over, and the Melbourne Stars women are 74 for 1 after 9 overs. So 100 runs needed in the last 11 overs for the Melbourne Stars women. There's a bowling change here. Lily Mills is the new bowler into the attack for the Perth Scorchers women. Remember, the Hobart Hurricanes women chased down 187 runs against this Perth Scorchers bowling unit, so it can be chased down. Amy Jones is on strike. Short ball is pulled away past the fielder, and that'll run away for 4. That's a poor delivery from Lily Mills, angling onto the pads. And again a boundary to start the over. Pressure on Lily Mills. This time a quicker ball turning back into the right hander. Jones punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. So Meg Lanning is back on strike. The boundaries are flowing here from both these batters. It's short and wide, cut away, finds the gap. Another boundary. This time it's Meg Lanning. So both these batters are finding boundaries at regular intervals. First it was Amy Jones, now Lanning joining in. Second boundary in this over. This time is gently flicked away by Meg Lanning and picks up another single. Required run rate down to 8.71. Fantastic batting here from both these batters. Amy Jones is back on strike. As tossed up, Jones drives down the ground towards long on and picks up another single. Last ball of the over coming up. That's on the pads, flicked away again by Lanning towards deep square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over, and the Melbourne Stars women are 86 for 1 at the halfway mark after 10 overs, and it's also the time for the drinks break. Hi guys, welcome back again. 80 runs needed from the last 53 balls. Ruby Strange bowling the 12th over here. That's on the pads, flicked away. One bounce to mid-wicket, another dot ball. The previous over was a good over, and that's why Scorchers still have a chance. Amy Jones is on strike. They need to keep finding the boundaries. Oh, that's too wide. Too wide outside the off stump, given as a wide by the umpire. Now that'll help the Melbourne Stars. Now 79 needed from 52. Amy Jones is batting on 40 from 28 balls. Meg Lanning batting on 38 from 35 balls. Partnership of 81 from 52. That's swept away straight to short fine leg. Another dot ball here. So good comeback after conceding the boundary. 2 dot balls and a wide. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. It's full this time. It's hit down the ground towards long on. And Amy Jones picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's a wide down the leg side, and they'll get the single as well. No, they won't. They can't get the single, but they'll get the wide. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's driven towards covers, and Meg Lanning picks up another single. Last ball of the over. And that's driven over the top. It's towards deep extra covers. And Amy Jones picks up another single to finish the over. An excellent over actually from Ruby Strange. Despite the couple of wides, the boundary, just 9 runs came from that over. And the Melbourne Stars women are 99 for 1 after 12 overs. So 8 overs left, 75 needed for the Melbourne Stars. Alana King is continuing into the attack. The required run rate is 9.38. It has increased because of the last 2 overs. Only 13 runs scored in the last 2 overs. Amy Jones is on strike. That's tossed up. Jones comes down the wicket, flicks it away towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single to start the over. 100 comes up for the Melbourne Stars women. 100 comes up in 12.1 overs and the loss of 1 wicket. For the Perth Scorchers, it was 100 plus opening partnership. For the Melbourne Stars women, the second wicket partnership is a big one here. Quicker ball, looking to flick it away. It's not gone anywhere. Another dot ball. Goes for the sweep towards short fine leg. Another dot ball. In fact, they have taken the single. That's good running actually. Amy Jones is back on strike. Now comes down the wicket, has been stumped, I think. And Alana King gets the breakthrough. Was tossed up again. Jones looking to come down the wicket, looking to hit it down the ground, but has missed it completely. And Mooney does the stumping behind the stumps. The second wicket falls for the Melbourne Stars woman. And Amy Jones has to go. Pressure building. Too many quiet overs. The last 2 overs were good as far as the Scorchers were concerned. This one another good over here. And that is what made Amy Jones play that kind of a shot. The required run rate nearing 10 again. That is what happens when there is a couple of good overs. Amy Jones is gone. Amy Jones is gone after a good knock of 43 from 33 balls. And the Melbourne Stars women are 101 for 2 after 12.4 overs. This is exactly why I said 88 runs to win from 10 overs with 9 wickets in hand. If it was men's cricket, I would say the chasing team will win it easily. But women's cricket, anything can happen in these kind of equations. Annabel Sutherland, the captain, is the new batter to the crease. That short ball pulled away by Sutherland towards deep mid wicket and gets off the mark with a single. Last ball of the over. Tossed up, McLanning hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to finish the over. So again a good over for the Scorchers since 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Amy Jones, and Melbourne Stars women are 103 for 2 after 13 overs. So Amy Edgar is back into the attack now into her 3rd over. McLanning is on strike. Gives herself room, goes for the sweep towards short fine leg, and they'll pick up another quick single to start the over. So Annabel Sutherland is back on strike. I think Marissa and Cap might have gone on international duty probably. South Africa women and Ireland women are playing a series. That's flicked away by Sutherland towards long on. They'll push for 2. That's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Annabel Sutherland. This time gives herself room, drives it straight to covers. Valuable dot ball at this stage from Amy Edgar. Full toss, could have hit it anywhere but comes down the wicket, flicks it leg side. Picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Lanning gives herself room, looks to pull it away. It will be a wide, I think. Yeah, it is a wide down the leg side. So Amy Edgar has to reload that one again. Oh, that's a good Yorker, driven again by Lanning. Will pick up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. That's a full toss, comes down the wicket, hits it towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. The Melbourne Stars women are 110 for 4 after 14 overs. Only 24 runs have been scored in the last 4 overs, and that is putting the pressure on the Melbourne Stars. You can't slow down like that. They've also lost the wicket of Amy Jones. Lily Mills continuing into the attack. Sutherland comes down the wicket, hits it in the air, and the catch is taken at long on. And another wicket goes down here for the Melbourne Stars. Pressure building, and Sutherland looking for the maximum. Has found the fielder at long on. Freya Kemp completes the catch. The third wicket goes down here for Melbourne Stars. The captain has to walk back. And is there some pressure building here on the Melbourne Stars at the moment? They were looking good in the run chase until the halfway mark. Until the drinks break, they were looking good. But suddenly things slowing down, wickets falling. Annabelle Sutherland is gone after scoring 5 runs from 6 balls. And Melbourne Stars women are 110 for 3 after 14.1 overs. So Mark Bouchier is the new batter to the crease. 64 needed from 35 balls. The Scorchers are ahead at this stage with required run rate nearing 11. Full toss, driven down the ground to long off. Mark Bouchier gets off the mark with a couple of runs. A shot this time, pulled in the air, straight into the hands of the fielder at mid-wicket, and another one goes. 2 wickets in the over for Lily Mills. Soft dismissal there for Mark Bouchier. Just pulling it in the air. Sophie Devine takes an easy catch. And what are the Melbourne Stars doing here? From a very good position, they are crumbling. This is exactly what I was saying. This is why women's cricket has still not matched the men's level. They just don't know how to handle the pressure and find the boundaries when it's needed. Mark Bouchier is gone after scoring a run ball 2, and the Melbourne Stars women are 112 for 4 after 14.3 overs. So Daniel Gibson is the new batter to the crease. 162 runs this season, strike rate 138.5. They need a big knock here. That shot, it's pulled in the air. It finds the gap, 1 bounce 4. So straight away starts with a boundary. That's what they needed. Melbourne Stars. Daniel Gibson off the mark with a boundary. This time tossed up, defended on the front foot by Danny Gibson. Another dot ball. Last ball of the over. And that's driven leg side. Picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. And Melbourne Stars women are 117 for 4 after 15 overs. So 5 overs left, 57 needed for the Melbourne Stars women. Amy Edgar is back into the attack. Daniel Gibson is on strike. Let's cut away. Oh, put down. Put down at point. It's gone through the hands of Ainsworth and picks up a couple of runs to start the over. Goodness gracious. Can't get simpler than that. Danny Gibson is a busy player. This time it's pulled in the air. Leg side. Picks up another single. Meg Lanning is back on strike now. That's flicked away straight to short fine leg. Disappointment for Lanning. Another dot ball. 54 from 27 now. Required run rate is 12. Full toss and gets the gap. That'll run away for 4. So finally a boundary from Meg Lanning. Full toss and Lanning placed it beautifully in the gap. Moves to 47 with that boundary. This time it's cut away again and finds the gap again. Oh, it's good fielding. Really good fielding in the deep. And there's a chance of a run out here. Oh, goodness. They were looking for the third run. A dive, full length dive from Daniel Gibson. But I think she knows she's short of her ground here. First of all, they should check the boundary. Meg Lanning has completed her half century, but that is least priority now as far as Melbourne Stars are concerned, because it's about scoring these runs. She's gone here. Daniel Gibson has run out. So another wicket will go down. They'll get the couple of runs, but it's a run out of the last ball. Everything happening here. Out it is. So Daniel Gibson has to make the long walk back. She's gone after scoring 8 runs from 5 balls. The Melbourne Stars women are 126 for 5 after 15.5 overs. So Kim Garth is the new batter to the crease. He can bat. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's flicked away. Doesn't take the single. Another dot ball to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and the Melbourne Stars women are 126 for 5 after 16 overs. So the power surge has been taken. 4 overs left, 48 needed, required run rate of 12. Meg Lanning is still there, batting on 49. Chloe Ainsworth is back into the attack now for the Scorchers. Meg Lanning on strike. Here's Ainsworth. That's edged and taken. That's the game, I think. That's the match for the Scorchers. Ainsworth strikes and Lanning has to go. The 6th wicket goes down here. Short and wide, asking to be hit. Lanning nicks it through to the keeper. And I think that's the tournament for the Melbourne Stars right there. They don't have batters left after this. You can see the celebrations there from the Scorchers. They are through to the challengers for sure. Meg Lanning is gone after scoring 49 runs from 45 balls. The Melbourne Stars women are 126 for 6 after 16.1 overs. So the Melbourne Stars, their drought is going to continue. 2025 has been kind to every other team but not to the Melbourne Stars. They were not able to win the Men's Big Bash. They are not going to be able to win the WBBL also. Prestwidge is the new batter to the crease. Georgia Prestwidge. 48 needed from 23, but I really doubt whether Melbourne Stars can get there. Second ball of the over coming up. That's cut away, finds the gap. That'll run away for 4. So Georgia Prestwidge plays a good cut shot and gets off the mark with a boundary. Good start for Prestwidge. The third ball of the over now. And this time goes over the top. Clears mid-on. And that runs away for 4 as well. So back-to-back boundaries. Georgia Prestwidge giving some hope to the Melbourne Stars supporters. 2 boundaries to start her innings. Fourth ball of the over. Comes down the wicket, swings and misses. That's a dot ball from Ainsworth. Well bowled. Moves across. Oh, gets a bottom edge on that. Good stop by Mooney. Another dot ball here. This is not helping the Melbourne Stars. One more delivery left in this over. Even though they've got 8 in this over, not enough. Required run rate about 12. Last ball of the over. It's driven straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Mick Lanning. Melbourne Stars women are 134 for 6 after 17 overs. Sophie Devine is into the attack now, going to bowl the 18th over. Kim Garth is on strike, 40 needed from the last 3. Comes down the wicket, looks to flick it away. Another dot ball to start the over. Scorchers are going to go through. I already predicted it. They are going through. They are going to be playing against the Sydney Sixers. That's going to be a fantastic contest to watch out for. Gives herself room, looks to cut it away, misses it. It gets even more tough now for the Stars. Required run rate 15 now. Both these batters not able to put bat to ball. 5 dot balls in a row. Typical women's cricket. At the halfway mark of this innings, Melbourne Stars women needed 88 to win from the last 10 overs. With 9 wickets in hand. You give that to any men's team, any men's franchise team, any men's international team. You give them a target. You say 88 you need in 10 overs, 9 wickets in hand in a T20 match. 99.99% the men's teams will chase it down. Only in women's cricket you will see these kind of things happen. That's pulled in the air by Prestwidge. Fielder there, takes another catch. And that's the end of Georgia Prestwidge as well. Sophie Devine picks up another wicket, and they have crumbled like anything here, Melbourne Stars. The Scorchers are almost there now. 7th wicket goes down for the Melbourne Stars women. Was the short ball, Prestwidge looking for the 6th, but hitting it in the air, only managing to hit it down the throat of deep square leg. And it's not the year for the Melbourne Stars, I think. Georgia Prestwidge is gone after scoring 8 runs from 6 balls. And Melbourne Stars women a lost cause, 135 for 7 after 17.4 overs. Sasha Moloney is the new batter to the crease for Melbourne Stars. That shot pulled away again by Moloney towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. It was going so good when Amy Jones and Meg Lanning were batting. It was looking as though Melbourne Stars can chase it down. But way too many wickets have fallen after that. Kim Garth swings it leg side. Will push for 2 here. No, just a single. Single to finish that over. So 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Georgia Prestwidge. And the Melbourne Stars women are 137 for 7 after 18 overs. Alana King bowling the penultimate over. Full toss, swept away, straight to short fine leg. He'll pick up another single to start the over. Sasha Moloney is back on strike. 36 needed from 11 balls. Well, that's flicked in the air. Lands short of long on. Moloney picks up another single. It's lost now. 35 from 10. Women's cricket impossible. Kim Garth comes down the wicket, heads it up in the air. Fielders there at long off. Will take another catch. Catching practice in the deep for the Scorchers fielders today. And Kim Garth is also walking back. And maybe the last nail in the coffin for Melbourne Stars. And already the last nail in the coffin was done actually. When Meg Lanning got out, I said that's the game. Because there's no batters after that. The fielder there at long off diving forward and taking the catch. And Alana King strikes again for the Scorchers. The capitulation continues for the Melbourne Stars. Can they avoid getting bowled out? That is the big question. Kim Garth is gone after scoring 3 runs from 7 balls. And Melbourne Stars women are 139 for 8 after 18.3 overs. So Macy Gibson is the new batter to the crease. 35 needed from 9 balls. Comes down the wicket, cuts it towards short third man, gets off the mark with a single. Sasha Moloney is back on strike. First real heartbreak in 2025 is coming soon. Melbourne Stars, if anyone thought that 2025 has ended all the curses, Melbourne Stars is here. Their curse is still alive. Oh, goes for the sweep, maybe off the bat here, appealing for a catch. They'll go for the review. They'll surely go for the review, I think. And just go for the review. Nothing to lose at this stage for the Scorchers. Yes, they have gone for the review, so we need to have a look at this. Maybe there was a little pad and bat in it. Melbourne Stars women are the only team. Melbourne Stars are the only team that has never won a Big Bash title. They have not won the men's Big Bash. They have not won the women's Big Bash. And it's going to continue to remain the same after this game. Hobart Hurricanes have also not won this competition, but they are the reigning champions in the men's Big Bash league. So Hobart Hurricanes have a men's Big Bash title. Melbourne Stars don't even have that. Their curse is still there. They need another 2025 to solve their problem. It doesn't appear to be any bat or glove in that one. So it will be not out, I think. Yes, it is not out. I don't know what else they are checking. There's no chance of an LBW because the batter was outside the off stump big time. So if there's no bat involved, I think they want to check the LBW there. Pitching in line, impact is outside the line. Something has to be outside. The batter herself was outside the crease. The decision will remain not out. And one more delivery left in this over. The Scorchers getting closer to victory. Last ball of the over coming up. Comes down the wicket. Sweeps it leg side. One bounce to deep square leg. And picks up another single to finish the over. That's not enough at all for the Stars. Just 4 runs came from that over. 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Kim Garth. And Melbourne Stars women are 141 for 8 after 19 overs, needing 33 to win from the last over. Melbourne Stars women, they started their season really well, but the wheels started coming off towards the back end of the tournament. Marizanne Cap left the team due to international commitments. And this team then started to lose too many matches, and now they are going to get eliminated here. Divine bowling the last over. And Moloney looking to pull it away, gets it on the toe end of the bat towards point. Picks up another single to start the over. That is it. Mathematically also the game is over now. 32 from 5 balls, only need 5 legal deliveries. The Scorchers are going to be through to the qualifier 2. They'll be playing against the Sydney Sixers to see who goes through to the final to play against the Hobart Hurricanes, who are looking to make history by winning the BBL Men's Big Bash and the Women's Big Bash in the same year, if Hobart Hurricanes wins this tournament. Second ball of the over coming up. And this time Macy Gibson gives herself room and cuts it away towards covers and picks up another single. You have to feel for the Melbourne Stars actually. So many efforts, so many knockouts. They still haven't been able to produce a trophy in both genders. That will really hurt them. That's pulled away by Moloney. Fielder running in, lands short, just short of the fielder. And they'll pick up another single here. So 3 singles in this over. This time Macy Gibson gives herself room, cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. 29 needed from 2 balls. It's a lost cause now for the Melbourne Stars. At the halfway mark during the drinks break they were looking so good, but then ever since they just completely collapsed. The absence of Marizanne Cap has damaged the balance of this team. That's up in the air again. This could be another one. It is. Another catch being taken at mid-on. They have taken all their catches today, the Scorchers. Once again Freya Kemp taking another catch. The 9th wicket goes down for the Melbourne Stars women. So Sasha Moloney has to walk back. Only one more delivery left in this innings. The Scorchers will be through to the next round. So Sasha Moloney is gone after scoring 5 runs from 7 balls, and Melbourne Stars women are 145 for 9 after 19.5 overs. So Sophie Day is the last batter to the crease. Last ball of the match. Comes down the wicket, swings and misses. That is it. Perth Scorchers women have won this match by 28 runs. What a comeback from them. It was looking like they might not be able to defend it at the halfway mark when Amy Jones and Meg Lanning had formed that partnership. But once that partnership got broken, it was complete capitulation from the Melbourne Stars. And it's the Perth Scorchers who have gotten over the line. Would you believe it? From 101 for 1, Melbourne Stars women have finished with 145 for 9. They have lost 8 wickets for just 44 runs. That is the kind of collapse they have had. You have to feel for the Melbourne Stars. They are still not able to win a trophy. They are out of the tournament now, and it's going to be the Perth Scorchers who will be taking on the Sydney Sixers women. It's an El Clasico. It's like Chennai Super Kings taking on Mumbai Indians in the IPL. The Perth Scorchers and Sydney Sixers are always the most successful teams in Big Bash history, and they will be taking on each other in the qualifier 2. The winner of that match will go through to the final and play against the Hobart Hurricanes women, who are already there, courtesy finishing top of the table. But the Melbourne Stars are out now. A really good partnership actually. Meg Lanning and Amy Jones formed a partnership of 87 from 60 balls. But after that, if you see, they just couldn't form another partnership like that. Just kept on losing wickets. Sophie Devine picked up a couple of wickets. Alana King picked up a couple of wickets. Lily Mills picked up a couple of wickets. Chloe Ainsworth with that wicket of McLanning, which sealed the game there itself. And in the end, the Scorchers have managed to get through. So a good win here for the Perth Scorchers. They advance through to the qualifier 2, which will be played day after tomorrow. But Melbourne Stars have to go home. They have been eliminated from the tournament. RCB won a trophy in 2025. Hobart Hurricanes won a trophy in 2025. South Africa won a trophy in 2025. India women won a trophy in 2025. But Melbourne Stars, they have not won a trophy in 2025, and that is official now. So we'll be back again to cover more matches in our channel. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.